Oppa! You wear the clothes. Don't let the outfit overwhelm your personality. I was only looking for like one Chanel jacket, but I managed to get 3.
We're gonna start with the guy stuff first. So for those of you who are more interested in fashion, you have to stay a little bit longer. Usually when we film, I like using big cameras, full frame, big lenses, large aperture, brighter lenses. Until recently, because Tokyo was super freaking cold. And to walk around town with this thing, you want to travel light, and this is not light, because in total, this probably weighs about 1.5 kilograms. Yeah,
he doesn't wear a strap around his neck. He likes to use like a hand strap, which meant that he always had to have the camera in one of his hands, which meant he couldn't help me carry my shopping bags, apparently.
You can't mess with this. Check out that bokeh. It's delicious.
This definitely produces nicer footage.
I'm tired now.
So when we were in, the Sony store in Ginza, the salesperson in Ginza was like, "Oh, your camera's really nice. You've got a really nice lens," and he was kind of a little baffled why we wanted to buy a smaller camera.
Because I'm tired already. This weighs 1.5 kilograms. Oh, put this down. So in the cold, well, actually in any weather, this little baby fits in your pockets. It fits in my pockets. Check that out. How convenient is that? Is that a camera in your pocket, or are you just pleased to see me?
Yeah, and I said, well, you know, if you want to talk about convenience, you know, you can use your iPhone. What? Why did we buy a camera in Tokyo that costs 10% more than Hong Kong when we can get that in Hong Kong?
Because my hands were cold.
Yeah.
And I was tired.
Yeah, so.
Oh, check that out. Even you can do it. Do it.
I can do it with that camera too.
Do it. Wow, multicam. Check this out.
It's definitely easier, especially for girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so tired already.
So.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
So here we have beautiful, here we have light and convenient.
And actually the battery life is not bad.
Oh, it's not bad actually.
We were out for a day and we only used 1 battery to do the filming that day. So it's actually quite a little powerful battery.
Lovely. So this time in Japan, we didn't really go crazy shopping because there's not much to buy. What you have in Tokyo in Japan, you have in Hong Kong or in London or in Sydney. We're smart travelers. We want to spend time just enjoying the city, eating good food.
Let's say there's actually a lot to buy, but everything was out of stock as well.
Yeah,
yeah, so you walk into some of the shops there, the whole store was like nearly empty.
Yeah. I ended up buying a couple of brands, I think local Japanese brands, because you can't get that in Hong Kong.
Which are really good too, and it was really good value for money because it was on sale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got 2 coats. I think each coat costs about $2,000 odd.
I think one of them cost like $800.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good deal.
All this silliness aside, I think it's really neat. And it's quite cool because I don't have a trench coat, so for when it's windy and stuff, it looks quite neat.
Yeah, it's super well made, and even the lining and everything, the fabric is really good, and it was a really good price. This was around 800-900 Hong Kong dollars, and it was kind of like a no-brainer. Just get one. I'm sure you can't get something like this in Hong Kong. So this is a large size. So in Japan, I think Jason would be a large size because their makes a little bit more petite. Yeah, but it's nice because you don't have anything like this, and it's something all weather. You can wear it, I mean, even when it's
Spring, summer,
when the
autumn.
weather's warmer.
In the winter, I guess it's a bit too light.
Yes.
But it's cool.
Yeah.
It looks neat.
Yeah, it's good for work sometimes. Sometimes like a trench just dresses everything up, like a long coat. Yeah. Oppa!
If I was shorter by about 5 inches, this is how I'd look.
Bloody amazing.
Bloody amazing.
If you were shorter and skinnier and a chick, this is how you wear this jacket. It's all about you having your radiance and your confidence. You wear the clothes. Don't let the outfit overwhelm your personality. We can share this jacket.
I think they're quite similar in style because they're not really structured. You know, there's no massive shoulder pads. They both feel a bit like a robe, but it's just relaxed and looks really nice. I
have my own little theory with buying coats. I never pay like a really huge price tag for white coats because you really like it gets stains on it really easily, so it's not ideal to get a really expensive white jacket. So this was around, I don't know, 2,000 Hong Kong dollars, and it's 80% wool, and it's like a cream color. So even if he makes a massive stain on it, you know, you're not...
I make a stain on it?
I mean...
Why would I make a stain on it? I'm not Damon, I'm not Jamie.
Even if you get a stain on it, you won't feel like a chunk of flesh has been ripped from your body or something.
But like we were saying, when you're buying local brands, it doesn't have to cost a lot, cheap and cheerful.
Oh my God, you've got a secret pocket here.
2,000, figure like that.
It's really well made. Not bad.
After all the guy stuff, the stuff that you all are most looking forward to seeing, the vintage. Chanel!
To be honest, it's my first time buying vintage. Japan has a huge vintage market, so buying vintage is really popular in Japan and they have great finds. I bought this from a vintage Chanel shop called Amour, so they have a lot of vintage Hermes, Chanel, Dior.
Maybe because Japanese people look after their stuff more, so you feel less worried buying secondhand stuff or vintage stuff in Japan.
Oh, and they were in really good condition, and the shops that sell them, they will kind of like clean it properly and make sure it's kept in a really good condition. I was only looking for like one Chanel jacket, but I managed to get 3. Actually, it's not as expensive as you'd think. There are really expensive jackets, and we've been told, so this is a lesson that I've learned as well. If you buy iconic tweed Chanel jackets, the ones with the huge logo, on the sleeves or like the branding, those cost a lot more, from like 20K up to 60K Hong Kong dollars for a vintage. But I don't like something so loud.
They're like statement pieces.
True.
So, you know, you've got a big logo, but it is a bit loud, but at the same time, it means something. So it's a big statement. So for that statement, you're paying
a big price tag.
Triple or 4 times the price, which is, you know, it's neither here nor there.
Yeah, and because I'm kind of like a beginner, so I wanted to start off like...
In terms of vintage stuff?
As in like entry level.
Okay.
Yeah, the jackets go up in price every year, so it is something that keeps value, said the lady at the shop. So she's worked there for what, 8 years, and she said every year, even these vintage jackets, they go up in price.
Okay.
Equivalent to Chanel in like brand new Chanel pieces too.
Boutique.
Yeah, in the boutique. So that was kind of interesting.
Interesting. Let's see what you've got.
Okay, so this jacket is from 1996 and it has had 1 previous owner. It's been kept in pretty good condition. This is the smaller size, so it was slightly cheaper than the other jackets available because they had exactly the same style, but 1 size bigger, and it costs a little bit more because there aren't a lot of girls like petite like me. So red is quite a loud color, but red is one of my favorite colors. I think we paid about 8,000 Hong Kong dollars for this. And then I went on like line to search it up, as I would on Vestiaire, you know, what goes around comes around, a lot of the vintage shops. And it was selling for 12K Hong Kong dollars. So I managed to save a few $1,000s.
Bargain.
Well, yeah. If you're caught spending money, you know, a bargain. It's interesting because it'll go up in price, hopefully. Not that we're purchasing it as an investment, but yeah. Yeah, because if you were to get a self-portrait tweed jacket these days, it costs about $4,000 too. Actually, Jason saw this one because I was mainly looking at tweed jackets, but then he came across this one, and this one's a cashmere jacket. So it's made out of cashmere and it's got silk lining. It looks better on than on the rack. When I saw it on the rack, I was kind of like, but then I tried it on and it fits me quite well. Again, because I'm quite petite. It's like a dark chocolatey color. You can wear it every year in winter. This was also around 8,000 something.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, do I want this jacket? And Jason was like, if you were to get a cashmere jacket, it would cost you $8,000. So just get it.
Not even. Even if you were to pick up a jacket at the Lane Crawford sale, it costs you 15K. It fits and
Yeah.
it's nice.
I don't need to alter the sleeves or anything. So yeah. After eyeing out the brown one, then I was like, okay, I might as well look for a black one. You know, black is super classic, very low key, and I found this one. It's a little bit big for me. It's size 38, but then it works really well as an oversized jacket. And for winter, it's actually quite cool.
You couldn't get a long coat that's wool or cashmere for 10K. Not a
Yeah.
decent one anyway.
Yeah, because this is actually extremely well made. So if you look at the lining, they've kind of tacked every bit of the lining together so it doesn't move out of shape. Yeah. I was a bit hesitant to get all 3 jackets because I didn't want to spend that much money.
Jackets for under 30K. Like decent jackets also. It's, you know, they're not cheap, but yeah, it's reasonable.
Yeah, so I ended up telling Cheryl, oh, I'm getting all 3, and she was like,
Eye roll.
yeah, she gave me a big eye roll on WhatsApp. His friend was saying, like, you're there and they fit you and they're good quality and you like them, just get them.
Do it.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Apparently I can take them back and resell them.
Next year.
Yeah, next year. He was like, just bring them back and resell them in Japan. That's what people do. I was like, okay, interesting. Yeah.